Hey everybody, welcome to a new week. I'm happy to see you. Forgive the crazy person hair. Maybe it doesn't look as crazy to you as it does to me. So I am on because I want to talk a little bit about this week's thought, which is all about ownership. So I'm just pulling it up for myself. I think that one of the really important things that we do in business is we take moments sometimes and oh gosh, hi everybody. It's like surprise always is like, I always go, oh, people are here. So, hey Kat. So when we think about ownership, we're thinking about owning decisions, right? So I think it's really important as a business owner that we make decisions intentionally. That's something I talk a lot about. One of the other things that we think about in ownership is sort of this really interesting progression, right? So ownership starts with decisions. I own the decision I make. It's like I tell my kids, I had one make a choice this morning here at home. As we say, we make a choice and there are consequences. And you think to yourself like, oh my gosh, why did you make that choice? My daughter had to own the decision and sort of take the consequence that came. We have to do that as adults sometimes, right? But what happens in business sometimes is that when we get to the ownership part, we make the decision, we take the action, and when we look at the result, we go like, oh, hey, nobody wanted it. But that's not ownership. Or, oh, hey, I made this decision, I took this action, and nobody listened. Or I made this decision, I took this action, and they just weren't my people. Those are not ownership kinds of thoughts. That's not taking responsibility. It might be true, but there's also some responsibility that it helps to mix in. And the reason I've been thinking about this, I have an example that is mine to tell you. So I have a new freebie all about prioritization that I love and I'm super proud of. And a few weeks ago, I was like, this is great. I'm super proud of it. I put it out to the world and you know what it went? It went thunk. Like, I got lots of traffic to the landing page and no one signed up. Like, no one downloaded it. No emails, no nothing. Thunk. And so I spent the first couple of days going like, oh, nobody wants it. And I was like, well, dang. So I made the decision to make the freebie. I took the action to create it. I got some help making it even prettier. I did all these things. I made the landing page. I shared it. I did all the stuff, right? And then it was like, nobody wants it. And then I had to have a talk with myself because it was like, okay, wait. Probably not entirely true. Like, I know it was about a topic that people relate to. It's about prioritizing. I know it's about content. It's got content in it that people can use, for sure. So how do I take responsibility for that? Well, for me, it was, okay, so what am I saying when I share it? Does it actually compel people? Like, is it the right thing to say? Where am I not being clear? And what's wrong with my landing page? All kinds of things. I'm terrible at landing pages. And so I had to step back and go, wait. The landing page isn't awesome. It needs help. I need to work on that. The way I'm talking about it in groups, also not awesome. All of those things are on me. They're my responsibility. And it is up to me to own that people were not signing up for the freebie. It wasn't because they just don't love me, or they're not my people, or I wasn't sharing it in the right place, or all of those external things we tell ourselves. It was because I hadn't done a good job of explaining it to people. I hadn't done a good job with the landing page. It's better, truly, and actually people are starting to sign up for it, which is great, so it's better. It's not perfect, it needs work, but like, getting there. It's still in progress, it's coming. I promise it's gonna be beautiful. But I had to take ownership for not just the decision and the action, but for the result. The result was I wasn't getting anything. Like, no one was hearing me. But that's mine to own. So this week, think some about ownership, and this is really how we grow, right? You're exactly right, Julie. We have to step back and go like, okay, wait, how do I grow me as a part of this? Like, how do I change? Because it can't be possible that none of the people listening to me are my people. It can't be possible that this is useless content to everybody. Like, that's not right. It's good for somebody. It's useful in some way. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. So now it's back to evaluation. And I know we talk about evaluation a lot in this group, but the evaluation is owning. What kind of word is that? Is owning, is ownership, right? We have to take ownership of the parts we can. I had to take ownership of a crappy landing page. I had to take ownership that I was trying to like explain it as quickly as I could to people and wasn't really doing a good job of clearly making the case. I needed to do better. And so I stopped and did. So the challenge this week is to pause. And when you hear yourself thinking something like, oh gosh, nobody wanted it. Or, man, maybe they just aren't my people. Or something else that is sort of that external, like people don't want me, people don't love it, people don't hear me, I don't know what to do. When you hear yourself saying, I don't know, it's time to step back and get real curious. Like, how could I own this? What could I choose? How could I change? What could I adjust? It's all a grand science experiment. My landing page is just a really bad first attempt at science. How could you change? What can you adjust to make it just a little bit better? What is in your control? Because so much more of it is in our control than we think. I don't control who sees it, but I control how I share it. I control how I compel people. I control the language. I control the landing page. I control the content. And that can be good enough. So this week we're going to own stuff, all kinds of stuff. And it's going to make the end of May fabulous. Have a really good day. Happy Monday. Welcome to the week. If I can help you guys with anything as you think about ownership this week, say so. I'm here. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.